All right, have and have not fans. Now, this video, let me just say, I'm going to be addressing a lot of fan speculation that has been going on for about 36 hours now. Ever since it was revealed, I want to say this happened sometime November 22nd. I'm pretty sure it happened either early in the morning or sometime in the afternoon. So maybe less than 36 hours. Tyler Perry's first Netflix film, A Fall from Grace, will be debuting on Netflix January 17th. That had people's heads spinning because of the fact that this is the first project Tyler Perry has on Netflix. I think in the past, he's had movies on Netflix that were already out. Like I think, what was it, Temptation? What was it, The Marriage Counselor or whatever. And I think some of his other films, I could be wrong, but that was when I really didn't have Netflix like talking about. But because I don't know about you all, I remember my days in college. I don't know if it's like this now at Liberty. We had like bandwidth, like a limited amount of data we can use. So Netflix would burn through it. So basically, if you ran out of bandwidth, your internet was slow as crap. I think they refreshed it like every month or something like that. So that's why I really wasn't into Netflix until after I graduated. So by that time, I think a lot of the few Tyler Perry projects that were on Netflix were no longer on there. So I found them other ways. But more to the point, aside from Netflix, on BET Plus, there have been 4 new Tyler Perry plays added to the streaming service. When I say new, I mean they're old because they've been out for a while, but they're new to BET Plus. I think it was Aunt Bam's Place, one of my least favorite Tyler Perry projects ever. A Madea Christmas, Madea Gets a Job, and then the play for the Haves and the Have-Nots. Now, due to the fact that you have the Haves and the Have-Nots play on BET Plus, and then you have Tyler Perry's first film for Netflix, that has people speculating about, Jeremy, is the Haves and the Have-Nots coming to BET Plus? Jeremy, is the Haves and the Have-Nots coming on Netflix? I do not know. And I also did a follow-up with Hulu yesterday. When I say follow-up, because some people be like, how did you follow up? I contacted customer service. So yes, I did speak with Hulu. Again, as of right now, there has been no progression in the haves and the have-nots or if Loving You Is Wrong when it comes to distribution rights. What does that mean? If you go to Hulu right now, or if you are unaware, the haves and the have-nots and If Loving You Is Wrong, as well as various other Tyler Perry shows, are available for available for view on the Hulu platform. However, they do not have every single episode. I think in the haves and the have-nots, it stops at season 5 till Death Do Us Part, if I'm not mistaken. And then, which I think is like the halfway point of season 5. It doesn't finish up season 5, nor does it have season 6. The 10 new episodes, the 10 episodes of season 6 that we got during during the first half of 2019. And then when it comes to If Loving You Is Wrong, it stops halfway through season 3 or something. Basically, none of the episodes that came on this year are on there, nor the back half of season 4, from 2018. And when it comes to the distribution rights, I wish I could tell you guys what's going on, but I honestly do not know, despite the research and people I've contacted. It's just the fact that Tyler Perry's work with the own network, the distribution is very wonky, so he's not able to do exactly what he wants with it, which is very interesting because during his time on the Madea Farewell Tour, and even if I'm not mistaken, while he was doing promo for the Nobody's Fool film, he kind of teased at having his own Netflix, his own streaming service. Then during the Madea Farewell Tour, he actually had a trailer at some point during the play. I want to say after the play. I know people sent me videos of it. And basically it was a trailer for Tyler Perry's own streaming platform. However, right before the deal with Viacom, the deal with Viacom had been done before he made his official, platform change from OWN to Viacom. BET Plus was announced, which is strange because, to be honest, I don't know exactly, and I know I keep sound like a broken record, but I like to point out when I don't know exactly what's going on. That way, if the truth ever comes out, nobody comes back to this video like, Jeremy, you lied, you just have fake news. No. I'm telling you what I know, what I've heard, and what I'm speculating myself. So I will let you know when something is fact versus speculation. remember it wasn't too long before Tyler Perry was supposed to officially be over at Viacom, which I think started May 1st. I think that what was it, DirecTV dropped Viacom from its cable packaging, which created a lot of stress because it's kind of like, things were, you kind of grew as much as you could over at the own network, so basically your current job, but then another company offers you a bigger exclusive deal where you're able to have more creative control. So it's like, you know what, the grass is greener, I'm getting out of here. So before you can even get to this new job, right after you flipped off your boss at your current job to leave, guess what, things kind of fall apart. So I do not know if Viacom being dropped from DirecTV had anything to do with Tyler Perry's streaming service not going through. And that's why he and BET partnered up to have the BET Plus platform instead. I don't know exactly. It does kind of make sense maybe. But all I'm saying is when he showed the trailer for the Tyler Perry streaming service, it had everything he's ever done. Everything. His shows on OWN, his shows from TBS, the movies, the plays, everything was there, which had me excited because I'm like, dang, I remember tweeting out like, man, I wanted to have that out on DVD. But the streaming service, I would gladly pay for it. However, BET Plus is not that. So the distribute, or if you want to go the other route, if it wasn't because Viacom was dropped from Dish Network, perhaps it has something to do with the own distribution rights. Because I remember when like Verity and Hollywood Reporter and a few other sources put out articles about BET Plus and what Tyler Perry, Will Packer, and everyone else was putting on the platform. It was said in those articles that his shows from OWN would not be there. So basically, it's kind of like what's a good example? Like, speaking of like ownership, the whole Taylor Swift thing with Big Machine Records is kind of like, imagine Taylor Swift being like the haves and the have-nots. Look, follow me on this example. Let's say Big Machine Records is Tyler Perry. So basically, they have their own company. They have all the work they've ever done, everything they've ever created with other artists, but, specifically Tyler Perry. However, the one thing everybody wants isn't on the platform. Would you still be interested in buying it? That's why I didn't really get into BET Plus, because I got the streaming service during the free trial period, but there really wasn't anything on that had me wanting to keep paying $10 a month. So when Bruh and Ruthless, his two shows coming out on BET Plus, come out, I am debating whether or not I'm getting BET Plus. Look, times are kind of tough due to the fact that we're in the midst of the holiday season, then trying to scrounge your way to recovery from the holidays to tax season. And during that time period, it's kind of like, okay, I got to make sure my ducks are in order, because I don't know if I'm going to owe money or I'm going to have to, or if I'm getting money from the government. So yeah, I'm very iffy. And I know you're probably like, well, it's only $10. That stuff adds up. And the only streaming service I have is Amazon Prime. And that's because I do like that, what is it? The Amazon thing where you pay once a year and then that's it. So whatever. But speaking about the haves and the have-nots, I've said it time and time and time again. Number one, put the damn thing on DVD. I'm sorry to curse, but they need to put this damn show, If Loving You Is Wrong, on DVD. I will gladly buy them. Look, if you've been on this channel long enough, if you've been rocking with me since my WordPress blog days before I even went to YouTube, you know for a fact I've been a day one fan. I know a lot of you all are day one fans as well, or people have said, hey, a family member or a friend or a coworker told me about the show. I started in season 3 and then I got hooked. And then, when they did the binge-a-thons, I did that. And I came in like season 4, but then they announced it was on Hulu, so I just binged it on there as well. So there have been fans from all kinds of seasons. Like every season brought in new people, So as much as I've talked about it and remember, and some things I may have forgotten, it's almost like, you had the Infinity Saga from Iron Man to Avengers Endgame, but then you go back and rewatch movies from 2012, and it's like you catch all these Easter eggs and things. It's like, oh, that thing that happened with this character, was paid off in this movie. I would look at it the same way with the haves and the have-nots, looking at episode 5, and it's like, damn, that dialogue there was mentioned in episode 5 of season 1, but it wasn't played to it wasn't actually played out until season 4 when it really affected another character. Do you see what I'm saying there? But I think that Netflix would definitely benefit from the haves and the have-nots just because of the fact that Greenleaf is on there. So why not put the number one show on OWN on Netflix? Now, again, distribution rights maybe OWN wants to stick with the show. But to be honest, if Tyler Perry has like a Netflix deal, I don't know what this means. I mean, the film could be the start of it. For all we know, guys, the fact that he has his BET Plus series coming out, maybe he has a series planned for Netflix. I don't know. But when it comes to the haves and the have-nots, I've been preaching it before. Do a prequel series. He teased like a have and have-nots movie. I wouldn't be against that. I certainly wouldn't be against that at all. So all I'm saying is the fact that A Fall from Grace, that's something we knew about it for months, but only because somebody posted, a photo of the script. So we knew the movie was a thing, but we did not know the release plan for it. We just knew it was being made at Tyler Perry Studios. We just didn't know, when it was coming out, because when it was announced as a film, we pretty much assumed, oh, it's just going to be in theaters, but no, it's a Netflix thing. So I don't know. Well, then again, Nickelodeon did partner up with Netflix now, so they're doing, a project later on in the next year or so, because they need to compete with Disney Plus. And we do know that Tyler Perry is working on some animated series. This is like this viral kid sensation that Tyler Perry is kind of doing a series around. I know it was announced on Ellen, but yeah, so I don't know. Tyler Perry dipping his toe in Netflix could be the start of something. But maybe, I'm going to be a little more optimistic here. Maybe since his own streaming service didn't work out, that's probably why he's kind of branching out, not just to BET Plus, but hey, let me do some stuff at Netflix as well. So we know that the haves and the have-nots and If Loving You Is Wrong are incomplete on Hulu. So maybe it will get to the point where Tyler Perry is able to get his the distribution rights all the way through. Again, I don't know the full story about what's going on, but to have the show on Netflix, a platform a lot of people have, even though a lot of people are, wavering as to whether or not they're going to keep Netflix because of streaming services piling up. I believe Netflix might be increasing prices soon. I don't know. Hence why I got rid of it. Because I remember it was like several months ago, whenever Dave Chappelle had Sticks and Stones, I think that was like the last thing I watched on Netflix, because I know not too long before that, I think Kevin Hart put out the What's Next or What Now special. Trash. That was not worth me paying for my Netflix account. But in any case, I think that Tyler Perry on Netflix could be a very good thing. Be sure to check out the video I did about A Fall from Grace, because that video pretty much goes into the brief synopsis we get and my thoughts on it. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say about it. I would love for the show to be on a platform like this, though I would love it on DVD more than anything in the world. And yeah, so that's really all I have to say. And if anyone has anything else to add to the speculation on my part, feel free to do so in the comment section below, or hit me up on social media. Links are in the description below. To be honest, I would rather have the haves and the have-nots and If Loving You Is Wrong on Netflix as opposed to BET Plus. Yeah. And also another thing, maybe this movie is testing the waters based off of how well it does and how many people go to see it. Because think of it this way. If Tyler Perry drops a movie on Netflix, it's going to be a big deal because it's Tyler Perry. Not to mention it's a very phenomenal cast. And that I could see it trending, or at least, getting a lot of attention on social media, specifically Twitter. And if people see that, then I can see, hey, Tyler Perry put his series from the OWN network on Netflix. I could definitely see people binging the haves and the have-nots. We do it, but I'm talking about people who vaguely know of the show, those who have kind of heard about it, or those who kind of watched it, but then they couldn't watch it anymore because their cable packages dropped OWN for whatever reason, or it got too expensive. So Tyler Perry, if you're listening, if there's anyone from Tyler Perry Studios listening, put it on Netflix, or at the very least, for fans like myself, put it on DVD. I will gladly buy a copy. Or copies, one for me, one for my mom. Because I know we ain't sharing. Because I'm in my apartment, she's at home. Cause we ain't going to be fighting over it. It's like, boy, you can watch it on Hulu. I ain't got Hulu. I'm taking the DVD. Because look, it's 2019, but I'm a sucker for the physical copy of stuff. So that's my soapbox for the day. And, man, do I want to talk about it in this video? No, I'll save it for another. It's about this whole, I'll talk about it later. It's another subject that's not have not related. But Again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you made it this far in the video, I just love, kind of speculating on fan speculation, because some of this stuff is actually worthy of doing videos on. I did a video before this about if loving you is wrong. There is no news on it yet on when it's coming back. I'm still under the assumption it's not coming back until March of 2020. And make sure you subscribe. We're closing in on 98,000 subscribers. I could not be here without you, and I can't reach 100,000 without you and the additional 2,300 people we need to still subscribe. But hey, it is what it is. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any video ideas, let me know in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.